25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
Stunning twist, Gervonta Davis, one of boxing's brightest young talents, appears ready to retire in 2025. Davis was under a lucrative 7-fight deal that would have kept him in the ring for the foreseeable future. Yet despite this promising career ahead of him, it appears he's had enough of the sport. Davis's decision to retire has left fans and boxing insiders scratching their heads. Why is he out after 2025? And also, what happened to his trainer Calvin and manager not showing up at the press conference for Lamont Roach?
And the thing that I really appreciate about Tank is he's a dog. That kind of what he just said, you can put them earmuffs up and go at it. He kind of will assess you as well, and whatever he needs to do, he'll do it, so.
Right. In an interview, Dant admitted that he's likely frustrated with the sport for personal reasons, suggesting burnout or dissatisfaction with the politics of boxing. Davis has often spoken about the pressure and challenges of being in the spotlight, and it's clear the weight of the sport's demands might have become overwhelming. He still said there are a few fights left for him, but doesn't see the likes of Shakur Stevenson, for example, a big fight for him, and continues to discredit him.
Are you retiring?
What changed? What made this
shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it. Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though?
Multi-career defining bouts already behind him, including a number of exciting championship wins. Davis's retirement leaves a major void in the sport. Could this be the end of one of boxing's brightest careers, or is this just a temporary break? Fans are left wondering what's next for Davis and what this decision means for the future of boxing's biggest names.
Gervonta Davis just said after 2025, he's done with boxing. My question to you is, do you believe him? Personally, I believe him. Now, with that being said, do I want to see Tank Davis fight more? Of course I do, absolutely. But at the same time, if there's one thing I know he learned from Floyd Mayweather, it's to retire on your own terms.
The news has sent shockwaves through the boxing community, and the speculation surrounding his future is only just beginning. Floyd Mayweather, one of boxing's greatest legends, has always been a vocal supporter of Gervonta Davis, claiming that he's been there for him every step of the way in his career. But recently, when asked about rumors of Davis being ungrateful, Mayweather didn't hold back.
Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal.
He firmly stated that he's always had Davis's back and has played a crucial role in shaping his rise to fame. However, the relationship between the two has grown increasingly complicated. Davis, once seen as Mayweather's protege, has openly criticized his mentor, calling him shady and accusing him of sabotaging his career.
Ford, his trainer, no Leonard Edelby. I think he turned up by himself, which was strange. And then he went on to say that 2025 will be his last year in the sport, that he's going to retire. I did see an interview backstage after the press conference, and he kind of elaborated on that as to why he will retire. Whether or not he will, I don't know, but he said he will.
Davis has even suggested that Mayweather didn't want him to surpass his own success, both in terms of breaking records and earning massive amounts of money. These claims have added fuel to the fire, leaving fans and insiders questioning what went wrong between the two. For years, Mayweather played the role of a mentor, guiding Davis through the world of boxing, while helping him secure some of the biggest deals of his career. But it seems that Davis's frustrations have grown, especially as he developed into a star in his own right. His ambition to outdo Mayweather's records and financial success clashed with Mayweather's protective nature, leading to a tense dynamic between them.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it.
While Mayweather continues to defend his actions, Davis's accusations suggest that there's more to the story. Could Mayweather have been too controlling, or is Davis simply struggling with his own insecurities? As the drama unfolds, fans are left wondering whether this once promising relationship has reached its breaking point. Meanwhile, even Davis has just 3 more fights before he calls it a RP in the sports world. His first of these final bouts will be against Lamont Roach in March 2025, a match that has generated plenty of intrigue, but Davis's mindset about the fight and his career is what truly has fans talking.
Gervonta is ungrateful when it comes to you.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
However, Gant's controversial refusal to fight Shakur Stevenson has indeed been shocking. Davis has openly dismissed Stevenson, saying he doesn't believe Shakur is a top fighter, and questioning why the media has been so focused on promoting that potential matchup. This bold statement has sent shockwaves through the boxing community, with many wondering if Davis's decision stems from a lack of respect for Stevenson or if there's more at play beneath the surface. By dismissing the fight and signaling a limited future in boxing, Davis is raising eyebrows about his true feelings toward the sport, his legacy, and where his career is headed with his final 3 fights. Booming, the intrigue around his retirement only deepens, and fans are left wondering what this all means for the future of Gervonta Davis. The news left fans confused and disappointed, especially given the big matchups that fans had been clamoring for, like a showdown with Shakur Stevenson, a rematch with Ryan Garcia, or a clash with other top fighters like Devon Haney or Teof Lopez. Instead of going after these huge opportunities, Davis is now signaling that he's ready to step away. It's left many questioning his true intentions, but not everyone sees Davis's retirement as a shocking development. There's a growing belief that Davis has strategically avoided some of the biggest fights of his career, choosing instead to fight opponents that, while skilled, were often considered less of a threat than the top contenders. Critics argue that Davis, while undeniably talented, has been cautious in his career choices, only taking on opponents when the timing and circumstances were right for him. His reluctance to take on some of the biggest names in the sport, most notably Shakur Stevenson, has raised eyebrows. The fight with Stevenson, in particular, was one that could have solidified Davis as one of the greatest of his generation, yet he has been adamant in dismissing it, even questioning why the media has placed so much emphasis on the matchup.